Hey everybody, I'm Mark Montano. I have a super special guest in the Craft House with me today. I'm interviewing him about his upcoming book, which you are going to love. He's sexy, he's smart. Hold on to your shorts. It's interview time. All right, everybody, surprise guest. Welcome to the Craft House, Mark Montano. Oh my, stop it! Stop it, everybody, sit down. Sit down, it's nothing special. I am so glad you're here. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me here. Wow, you are really handsome. Sorry, I flirt with all my hosts. It's actually, it puts them at ease. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna dive right in. Tell me what the inspiration was for this book. Wow, that's a really big question, Mark. You know, I was a fashion designer in New York City for 20 years, a long time. I know I look 12 years old, but the fact is, I was a fashion designer for that long. And I owned a boutique in the East Village. And to make extra money, when we weren't selling a lot of dresses, I would make jewelry. So I've just been making jewelry my whole life. And I thought, why not revisit my fashion career and write a book about making jewelry and all the jewelry that we used to make and sell in the store. So that's what I did. Why do you name your books Big Ass Books? Why do I name my books the Big Ass Books? Everybody has to ask that question. Well, okay, well, it was kind of an accident. I have to be honest with you. The first Big Ass craft book I wrote, it was just after I was on While You Were Out on TLC. And I had been making tons of projects, all kinds of different projects for the show. And I decided that I just wanted to write a big book with all different projects in it, kind of a general craft book. And my agent said, well, what do you want to call it? And I said, I don't know what I want to call it. I just want it to be a big ass book. And she said, that's brilliant. We'll call it the Big Ass Book. And that's what we called it. And I have to tell you, I panicked up until the book came out because I thought, who is going to want to buy a book called The Big Ass Book of Crafts? And it turned out to be the #1 selling craft book of all time. One of my biggest accomplishments. So there you go. All right, I have to know, and I know everybody else wants to know, what is your favorite project in the Big Ass Book of Bling? Wow, that is the Sophie's Choice of questions. You know the movie Sophie's Choice, right? My favorite project in the book, that's tough. But I think that one of my favorite chapters in the book is called Glasterpiece. And it's a whole chapter dedicated to something that I found a couple of years ago. It's a microwave glass kiln, glass fusing kiln, made by FuseWorks. And you can order it online. And usually I don't promote items in my books like that, but I've been using it for 2 years, melting glass in the microwave and making these beautiful, beautiful gems. And I think that was probably my sort of favorite chapter in the book to work on. Actually, I have a couple of pieces here I can show everyone. These are some melted glass rings that I made. I don't know, can you folks, can you guys in the audience see that? Can you see that? I can pass them around. So it was just a great chapter to write. I really loved it. Here's another ring. I think I want to wear this during the interview because it's so glamorous, you know? It makes me feel good to look good, you know? Anyway, so the FuseWorks microwave glass kiln chapter, Glasterpiece, my favorite projects in the book. Did that answer your question? Good. What's next for you? Wait, you have the biggest questions today. What's next? I'm a young man. What is next? This is crazy. We've got a lot going on. I have another book coming out that I'm editing right now. I'm working on some television projects. I'm dieting. What can I say? I'm always seem to be trying to keep pizza out of my face and trying not to buy ice cream. That's what I'm working on now. Is that enough for you? Can you tell us what it's about? Can I tell you what the book's about? No, I can't tell you what the book's about because it's a surprise and it's not out yet. And, you know, I just want to focus on the Big Ass Book of Bling right now. Can you at least give us a little hint Oh, I will, okay. One teeny tiny little hint. Anybody who is a crafter is going to love this book. There you go. There's your hint. Fine. Fine. All right. On to the next question. So you work very closely with certain companies. I want to know about that. Like, why do you work with these companies? How are you affiliated with them? I work very closely with a lot of different companies, but not for the reasons that you think. I mean, I've been creating and crafting and my whole life, and so I've had my whole life to discover what products really work well and which ones don't. And over the years, I've just picked my favorite products that I like to use over and over again. For example, I love E6000 glue, okay? Now, it may seem like I'm constantly plugging E6000 glue. I'm not. I just use their product and I think it's great, and I want people at home to have really good results when they try my craft projects. So I recommend only the best products, products that I know work for me. So E6000 glue is one. Fisker's scissors, which are really high quality cutting tools. I always have 150 pairs of them at my disposal at any time. I love Minwax products for lots of different reasons. They're sealers and everything. They're great for jewelry and for paper products. Minwax is actually for wood, but if you know that, since paper is made out of wood, it's great for decoupage. So any sort of Minwax product I love. What else do I like? I love Krylon spray paints. They're just good. Their Fusion paint has really good coverage. And what else? Jacquard paints. They make these Lumiere paints that are metallic and so beautiful. They're filled with tons of pigment. So they just go on beautifully. Like, I could go on and on about products that I love, but those are just a few of them.